What's up, folks? And yep, this is my face. Real quick before we get into it, I'm doing these videos so that way I can hopefully get the word out that my mom is a badass streamer and we need to give her more love and motivation to get back to streaming on a consistent basis because she's badass at it and you will love her. And we just need to, give her that little bit of loving push to get back into it. So all the links are going to be down below in the description, or Facebook or Twitter. Just go hit her up. Moms, I love you and you need to get back to streaming. That's all you got to say, and I will greatly appreciate it. So let's get into this video. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I'm extremely excited about this. Cyberpunk looks freaking phenomenal. And yes, this is black and white. You're not seeing incorrectly. I went with black and white.
My name is Holly and I'm the UK Head of Communication here at CD Projekt Red, and I will be your host for today as we take a deep dive into Cyberpunk 2077. We're going to be showing you a video with new gameplay and new gameplay mechanics, and afterwards I'll be joined by three of our developers, Miles, Philip and Pavel, as we take a closer look at some of the things you're going to see and hopefully answer some of your questions. On behalf of everybody at CD Projekt Red, we're incredibly excited to share this new look at Cyberpunk 2077 with you.
I am as well. Alright, let's get into this.
Hey V, you alright?
Let's do this.
Give out what this is.
Okay.
Is this like Matrix style stuff?
Barry. Johnny.
You barré? On a le plancher.
It's like she's like going into the net or something. Or Virtuosity, if you've ever checked that movie out. It's a great movie. Denzel, Russell Crowe. Definitely digging the music.
Where are we?
BBS, Data Fortress. Bridge to the deep net.
I was right, they are in the deep net.
Beyond, there are no borders.
This looks freaking wild.
Beyond the black wall.
Oh shit.
Welcome to the Cyberpunk 2077 2019 deep dive video.
All
In
right.
last year's gameplay reveal, we
Damn,
showed you
that
our
looked
vision
good.
for the world of Cyberpunk 2077, its quests, and visual design. This year, we'd like to give you a peek at some of the playstyles you'll be able to adopt as your character progresses through the story.
Here goes nothing.
You're about to see sequences embodying two distinct approaches to playing
Damn,
Cyberpunk.
that dude was lifting some major
We'll
weights
show you
there.
a strong solo build. That is, a character who focuses on employing blunt force
Holy
and
shit.
taking instant action. And a netrunner build. A playstyle taking frequent advantage of stealth tactics, hacking, and battlefield control
that's
achieved
what I
using
wanna do.
malicious software.
Oh,
Additionally,
wow.
you'll learn more about Pacifica, one of the game's districts. Two gangs, the Animals and the Voodoo Boys. And you'll see glimpses of Johnny Silver, the digital construct who haunts our main character, V.
He haunts our main
A word
character?
of caution. Given that the video covers a section of the game deep into the main storyline, we have edited the footage to contain as few spoilers as possible. Be aware that the gameplay as presented does reveal characters and locations you'll see while playing the game's main story arc. So watch at your own discretion.
That's interesting, like the haunting thing, real quick. That gives me like a whole Mr. Robot vibe.
This way.
In this video, you'll experience a segment of a quest from the middle of the game. We're currently in Pacifica, one of Night City's 6 unique districts.
Damn.
Pacifica, well.
Nah, you guys aren't exactly great at rolling out the welcome mat for outsiders.
It was designed to be a tourist hotspot
Oh,
within the
freaking
city.
love those cards.
As you can see, this didn't pan out. When uncertainty struck the global economy, investors pulled their funding, leaving most establishments unfinished. It's one of those places where expectations and reality collided, resulting in a heap of disappointment.
So this is like the
Ongoing
slums
gang
of
wars
Cyberpunk.
plague this part of the city. Outsiders don't come here if they don't have to. Even by Night City's standards, it's dangerous to those unfamiliar with it.
Shit.
Taking a casual stroll here would not be a good
freaking
idea.
love that
a
bike.
fast motorbike or armor-plated car
Ooh.
would be the safer option. But places like this have their advantages. If you're in need of rare goods or illegal cyberware, Pacifica's bustling local markets are a good place to start your search. The Grand Imperial Mall is a whole other story. It was one of the last developments in Pacifica to lose its funding. Until recently it stood vacant, but now a gang called the Animals has moved in for reasons unknown.
Animals, look at these dudes.
for the big guy up top.
And that's what we
They're
need
jacked.
to learn in order to earn the trust of the Voodoo Boys, the Animals' rivals.
What the hell?
Could fucking tell me what you plan to do first.
You take job. You do what I say. So you check in now.
Of the many gangs in Cyberpunk 2077, the Voodoo Boys are the most skilled at using the net.
You have now seen the Rezo Agwe, our subnet.
Why? What for?
Oh shit.
You are my vessel now. Through Agwe, I see what you see, hear what you hear.
This mysterious gang of highly skilled netrunners has close ties to the local Haitian community.
You are V. We have been waiting.
Haitians settled in Pacifica in the 2060s after natural disasters struck their island and forced them to emigrate en masse. The Voodoo Boys gang formed around this same time, though at a smaller scale. Now
what
the
that
gang
necklace is.
effectively rules Pacifica. The Voodoo Boys don't usually work with outsiders. Lucky for us, it seems they're prepared to make an exception this time.
Mr. Hand sent me. Said you got merc work needs doing.
Still, to earn their trust, we need to prove our worth. Placide, one of the Voodoo Boys' higher-ups, has offered us a mission. We need to infiltrate the Grand Imperial Mall, currently occupied by the Voodoo Boys' deadly enemy, a gang called the Animals.
2035 07. 3 seconds before, poof, the camionette.
Oh wow.
We try to learn where the camionette come from.
That's cool.
The Animals are not your normal gang. Their presence in Pacifica is suspicious. They value might above all else and wear melee combat implants to raise their prowess in combat. Their beverage of choice is juice, a potent strength and speed-enhancing concoction.
Good
As
God, yeah,
sought-after
that's the dude.
bouncers, they're usually dispersed throughout town. As skilled street-level business types, they've cornered the market in illegal substances and underground live-or-die prize fights. When they converge in one spot, it's for something big. It's then they appoint the fastest and strongest among them as their ad hoc leader.
Oh, wow,
In this
that was
case,
cool with the
it's a
animals.
woman named Sasquatch.
Spelled out.
That's
insane.
No. As far as I remember, you said no bone brain buffaloes on steroids. Afraid that's the cost of doing biz.
This is the tech Placide was talking about. It seems non-standard for the Animals. And this is where we come in. Getting to the van won't be easy, but we're more than qualified for the job, which we can complete in one of many ways. The character creation in Cyberpunk 2077 is the kind you'd expect from a full-fledged RPG. You start by choosing your past, important because this unlocks special options at important
Street
story
kid?
junctures.
Corporate?
You also fully
Interesting.
customize your character using a deep customization system that spans not only your look and style, but also your abilities. Cyberpunk 2077 does not feature fixed classes. Instead, it has a fluid class system that allows players to mix and match a wide range of abilities to suit
that's pretty
their
cool.
play styles. You can create a strong solo character, a skilled netrunner, or any other hybrid class that you can imagine.
I definitely want to go with the skilled netrunner. That right there is incredible. To blow
Let's
that-
see how a solo
those
play
people
style
up.
in Cyberpunk
I love it.
2077 might work.
Yeah, see, the other
Solos
one, it
prefer
was like
a
intelligence
direct
at
approach.
9.
They use guns and might to get things done. So let's wreak some havoc.
Damn.
With our enhanced strength, we can strip this turret of its weapons and give
Holy
the animals
shit.
a taste of their own medicine.
That was
This
pretty
is how a player investing in solo
crazy.
abilities might live out their Terminator power fantasy. Enhanced strength lets us force
the
open
shooting
doors,
actually looks pretty good for an RPG.
or grab enemies to use as human shields.
Got some meat chills.
We also gain access to powerful melee combat cyberweapons.
Oh wow.
So even someone as fast and strong as Sasquatch, the leader of this group of animals, is not impossible to beat for a solo. But Sasquatch has a different game plan. She's out to jack in and hack us. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready for some fun?
Damn, Sasquatch is pretty
What's going on?
pretty beastly. It is not taking off any health of Sasquatch. Okay, there we go. I see.
It's our choice if we want to finish her off or spare her. Your Cyberpunk, your rules.
Oh man, that's gonna be sweet if
If you'd
there's
rather
like
sneak around,
choices and
hide,
consequences.
and strike from the shadows, no problem. Just develop your net running skills to get around obstacles or hack into enemy tech to have it do the dirty work.
Love
for you.
it. Oh my god, I cannot wait to play that way. This is the way to play
Net running
Cyberpunk, in my
abilities mean
opinion.
hacking skills that let us use our cyber deck to breach access points. For this, we fill the buffer of our cyber deck with a string of instructions represented by these letters and numbers. Matching the instructions for basic access grants us control of devices connected to this network. The more instructions we match, the more control we gain over elements in the network. We can hack our way through in numerous ways. A quick hack may grant us control of the security camera. Another one should let us tweak the difficulty of the training bot to create a distraction.
Oh, that's awesome.
With our nanowire, we can even hack this guy's implants from a distance.
Oh. This is
In
great.
this world, almost everything is connected to a local network. And that means it can be hacked.
Ours is a wolf.
Nice distraction there.
Which brings us back to cyberspace. You don't get to do anything in the net unnoticed. There's always someone watching. It could be corpos, or even worse, it could be Netwatch. And that is exactly the case here.
Who is they?
Netwatch. They always out to fuck us.
Netwatch and the Voodoo Boys are like fire and ice. The first of these wants to maintain the old order and protect people from AI anarchy originating from beyond the Black Wall. The Voodoo Boys want to establish contact with the free AIs. They believe this will enable their boundless expansion on the net and grant them the upper hand over Netwatch. Netwatch sees this as the end of the world. Both are right.
Whoa, hey.
I love
How
these
you deal with the
augmentations.
Netwatch agent is entirely up to you. Do we side with the gang? Choosing to be on Netwatch's bad side is never wise. But can we really trust the Voodoo Boys?
You set me up!
As you can see, we have many possible options. But in each case, we take a risk.
Think I'll just stick to my plan.
Oh wow. That is a lot of Netwatch agents, if that's what that is.
That didn't work out well. In the world of Cyberpunk, few things go as planned.
I freaking love the Keanu Reeves in this
And
game.
that was just a glimpse of how complex the branching storyline in Cyberpunk 2077 can get. Every decision you make will have consequences. Your choices will shape how the world reacts to you and affect your relationships with those around you. One of those relationships is special. Ever heard of Johnny Silverhand? A rebel rocker boy who will be your companion throughout your adventure in Night City?
Come on, really think they give a rat's dick how you look?
Like everyone in Cyberpunk 2077, he has his own agenda. You'll decide if he'll be your ally or your enemy. And that chip in your head, the one thanks to which Johnny lives inside your mind. Well, that's a story for another time.
Wow. Yeah, so we're gonna end the video there. As far as that part, I just wanted to watch mainly the gameplay. I'm gonna go back and watch the full on discussion and everything by myself a little bit later. But I will say that I thought that looked phenomenal. Now I did see whenever it was the live stream, people were talking about downgrades on the graphics and whatnot, and I will admit, I don't know. It's always hard to tell whenever you're watching a live stream and all of that to like truly see like the graphical fidelity on a game like Cyberpunk 2077, which I would assume is going to look beautiful. The track record that CD Projekt Red has with The Witcher 3, which is probably one of the most beautiful games of all time. So I have faith. I have faith in them, and to be completely honest with you, yes, I want the game to look pretty and I want to feel immersed in that world, but what really, really strikes me and what is like digging its hooks into me is just this amazing world that they've created and all of the branching storylines and narratives and like the choice and consequences that you're going to have in Cyberpunk 2077. Not to mention the fact that I adore Keanu Reeves. I think he's like a national treasure, a world treasure for that matter. And so I love his inclusion in the game, and I think that's going to be such a really cool, interesting, dynamic relationship that we're going to have with Johnny Silverhand. And I love the world. I'm a sucker for Cyberpunk world. I mean, Blade Runner is one of my favorite films of all time. I love movies like Gattaca. I'm trying to think, like Westworld Season 1, even the movie back in the day, I thought was like a very interesting movie. AI, any movie that, I forgot about Ex Machina, that's fantastic as well. Anything that pertains to cybernetic augmentations, artificial intelligence, androids, robots. Detroit Become Human was one of my favorite games of the last couple of years. I love that story. It's always fascinating to me, and the whole augmentation take in Cyberpunk 2077 is not only fascinating for the video game, but even more so because we're all but headed down that path in reality. So I don't know. I think that's such an interesting game and centerpiece and like interesting topic of conversation. So I'm super excited for Cyberpunk 2077. I think pretty much the rest of the world is. I don't know who is like looking at this and being like, meh. I don't know how you could do that. I think it looks great. I love that you can choose to be the Netrunner. That's definitely going to be my play style. Although I'm sure it could be fun just going through and barreling through enemies with brute strength. I want to use all of the hacking abilities at our disposal in this game, and it just looked really rad. The fact that whenever the character V hacked into that training robot and just bashed that guy in the face, thought that was phenomenal. And we saw earlier in the gameplay demo where it looked like they were, I don't know if V was hacking into some of the augmentations within I think it was the animals, their body, and like basically blowing them up, which, yep, I'm in for that. I really like the Voodoo Boys. That whole like group seems very interesting to me, and I love the accents. The Haitian accents are great. I'm just really excited about this game. I know there's a little bit of controversy about the fact of like that you can't choose your gender, male or female, but I don't. At the end of the day, I really don't care. Like if the character looks like a male and the character looks like a female, to be honest, that's enough for me. I mean, it's more so about all these like augmentations and just, I don't know, building like this like weird and wacky kind of world that is futuristic. 2077 is not that far away. I mean, you know, if it was maybe 2177, I could see us getting there by that point, but who knows? Maybe 2077, a good 50, what is that, 57, close to 58 years away. Hell, maybe we'll be there too. So I don't know what you guys think. Are you loving this? Did it excite you as much as the like 48, 50-minute gameplay demo that we got last year? Which, good God, I mean, just like this demo, it went by like that. It was so fast. I was like, damn, was that 15 minutes already? Same thing for that 48 minutes of gameplay last year. It went by so fast, and I love, you know, that they just keep putting out these little tidbits, you know, these little teasers for us to get us even more excited for April 20th of 2020. Can't come here fast enough. Like, we gotta, I'm ready to get here. I was honestly hoping that game would hit like in February or something, but hey, April, not that far away as well. Let me know what you guys think though. Put it in the comment box down below. Are you excited for Cyberpunk 2077? Does that cyberpunk world get you going like it does myself, or are you more inclined to like, you know, fantasy medieval world like they did with The Witcher? So yes, let me know. I had fun watching it with you guys. Hope you all have a great day, great weekend. Talk to you later.